Dear friends, welcome to your personalized podcast. Today, we'll explore the fascinating realm of intuition as an unconscious intelligence, examining how it operates with smart heuristics to manage complexity. We'll also discuss how leaders like Reed Hastings use intuitive decision-making, balancing it with analytical frameworks for successful outcomes. Imagine trying to capture a fleeting shadow in the forest, something that slips away the moment you focus on it. That's what intuition is like, an elusive force best understood when not directly scrutinized. This isn't just poetic imagery. It's a reflection of how our brains handle information. Research tells us that intuition operates from the brain's nonverbal regions, like the basal ganglia and anterior cingulate cortex. These parts pick up patterns without our conscious awareness. When we attempt to articulate these insights, we often end up rationalizing rather than truly explaining them. Our brain's verbal sections strive to create a coherent story, sometimes filling gaps with plausible yet incorrect details. Despite its mysterious qualities, intuition is not some mystical force. It's actually a form of unconscious intelligence. Gerd Gigerenzer, a researcher in this field, suggests that intuition uses smart heuristics, which are simple, efficient mental shortcuts our brains develop to manage real-world complexity. These aren't irrational, rather, they're sophisticated tools, honed by years of experience. Herbert Simon, another expert in decision-making, described expert intuition as recognition. In other words, you can only make unexpected connections if you have a wealth of experiences to draw upon. This is why a broad range of experiences is crucial for forming reliable intuition. Take the example of Reed Hastings, the co-founder of Netflix. He made the bold decision to shift Netflix's focus towards original content production. At the time, many analysts were skeptical, arguing that it was safer to continue licensing existing content. However, Hastings' intuition, built on years of experience in both entertainment and technology, spotted patterns suggesting a new direction. Today, we see the success of his decision, as original content has become a cornerstone of Netflix's strategy. The effectiveness of intuition is closely tied to one's competence in a specific area. Gary Klein's studies on naturalistic decision-making highlight how professionals make effective choices in real-world situations through pattern recognition gained from experience. At the level of unconscious competence, where skills and knowledge are so ingrained they become second nature, intuition is incredibly reliable. Leaders operating at this level often trust their gut instincts without needing to verify them. Their pattern recognition is sharp and accurate. However, when someone is at the conscious competence stage, where they're skilled but still deliberate in their decision-making, intuition should be guided by analytical frameworks and mental models. Even here, intuition can serve as a final check for decisions. Contrary to popular belief, which advocates for using analysis to verify gut feelings, intuition can often act as a last measure on analytical decisions. If thorough analysis still leaves a sense of unease, that feeling deserves attention. It might indicate that the unconscious mind has identified a pattern that conscious examination missed. This is especially true in uncertain and dynamic situations where logical analysis may not fully capture the complexity. But there's a key consideration. The response to intuitive discomfort should depend on the individual's competence level in that area. If someone is at unconscious competence, their gut feeling could be invaluable. If they're at conscious competence, it might simply reflect a lack of familiarity with new challenges. This brings us to the vital skill of self-awareness. Leaders need to assess their competence levels accurately across different domains to determine how much they should rely on intuition versus analytical reasoning. Being self-aware helps fine-tune the balance between gut feelings and logical assessment. Ultimately, intuition in leadership resembles a quiet guide rather than a glaring beacon. It nudges you when something warrants a second glance. It functions best when we allow it to operate naturally, with a clear understanding of when and to what extent we should trust its guidance. The most effective leaders grasp this delicate balance. They know when to let their experience-based intuition lead, when to rely on detailed analysis, and crucially, when that subtle nudge means it's time to reassess the situation. In essence, intuition is a nuanced tool that, when wielded with self-awareness and competence, can significantly enhance decision-making and leadership. We've explored how intuition, while often elusive, is an unconscious intelligence that leaders must balance with analysis, especially in uncertain situations. Remember, effective decision-making relies on competence and self-awareness. Stay tuned for more updates. Dear friends,